Hey curlies, welcome back to our YouTube channel here at Ashanti Curls. I hope you're having a blessed day and a blessed week, and I'm filming this on I think it's the 2nd of June today, so I hope and pray that you have a blessed month as well. So in our last vlogs we have been preparing for the pop-up shop. The pop-up shop has been and gone. It went well. It went really well. I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to come on here, give you an update and a bit of a chat about how that went. First of all, I am going to apologise right now for the fact that I did not do a packing video for you guys. I really wanted to sit down. I wanted to show you all the items we were going to pack, the amount of inventory that we were going to bring, and things of that nature. Unfortunately, that didn't work out just because I wasn't feeling very well before it, and I only started to feel better just before it, which meant that I had to quickly pack. I really had no time. It was like a night time. I had no time to be filming, getting out cameras, setting all of that stuff up. So yeah, I wasn't feeling too well. So I'm feeling a lot better now. It was nothing serious, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling great. So I wasn't able to film that for you guys, which I was really gutted and really disappointed. But we do have another pop-up coming up. So what I plan to do is I'm going to show you the inventory that I already have pre-packed from the last pop-up, and that's stuff that I'm going to add to it and take with us. So you can get a bit of an idea of what we take to our pop-ups, quantities and things of that nature. So I'm going to show you that after we've discussed a little bit about how this pop-up shop went. So yeah, I have got a couple of videos. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you a couple of clips, and I'm going to talk over some of the things that you're going to see, and give you a bit of an insight into that. So here you go. So this is the Spitalfields market entrance. This is the side that we were on, not the old Spitalfields market, but the other side. You'll see different market stalls getting ready. They're just setting up. This was quite early in the morning. I had to do it early because I wouldn't have had time to film this, but you can see people there with different fabrics. I think this one's some creams, there's pictures, there's loads of different things that were going on this day. You can see people already starting to shop. It was amazing to see so many black business owners, and we were on stall number 25, and this is us. We've got our satin hoodies hanging up, our pillowcases to the left of the image, our scrunchies, our mist spray bottles and our satin lined caps. I'd say the best seller of the day definitely probably was the caps. Oh, here's our price list. But of course, and our spinning wheel, just people enjoyed that as well. But yeah, there was many other things. People enjoyed the pillowcases, which I'll get into a little bit later, but you can see our offers on the tables as well. This was just my storage area for our packing bags and leaflets that I give out. Here's a little view of what I saw. This is behind the table, so you get a bit of a view from what I would be working from the other side. I wanted to give you a bit of a show around. My neighbours had some really cute items, really cute clothes for kids. And under the table, I had all of my storage that I kept, all the things that I was going to get ready to pack, all crockage, yep. By the way, if anybody sees like these little white bits, it's because of this cloth that was behind me. It was lovely to have the backdrop, but it did leave little white spots all over me, as you can see on my top, representing with a Ashanti Curls jumper and my faith cross, ready for the day. Okay, so now you've heard some of those bits, you've got a bit of an insight into what it looked like, what it felt like. So yeah, overall, Spitalfields market with Pop-Up Africa was great. I love their pop-ups. I feel like the team really do great advertising for the day. They put a lot of effort into it, which I really appreciate, and I think a lot of the other small business owners appreciate it. It was really nice to bump into some people on the day, so that was great. I knew some other small business owners, so that was really nice to see us all there together and mingle and chat, so that was really good. I think for customers, I hope that it was a great experience. They were able to go around to people with jewellery, people with clothes, African fabrics, things of that nature, hair products, including our accessories as well. So I hope that people got like a really good rounded experience there. So it's definitely a pop-up that I would do again. This is now my second time, and I look forward to going back next year by God's grace. So yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was probably a little bit busier last year, and I think there's a couple of things that probably played into that factor. I think the weather, it was a bit raining, so maybe it was a bit rainy. Yeah, it was a bit rainy. It was raining. Yeah, it was raining a bit, so I think that played a factor into maybe people coming out. And you know, we can't pretend that the current economy and climate isn't affecting people. So maybe they just wanted to go and do something a bit different. It was free to enter the market, but of course some people don't want the temptation of buying something when you don't have money, and we totally understand and respect that. There were people that came around and they didn't necessarily buy anything, but they had a good chat. They found out who these businesses were, and maybe when they've got some money or something like that, maybe they'll want to buy something. But that's totally understandable, and we all understand and appreciate it. We're all being affected by this current climate here in the UK. So I think that could have played a couple of factors involved in that, but I think overall the market was great. I loved it, and I want to go again next year. I think that the overall turnout is still good, not the same as last year, but still good. So yeah, overall it was great. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flip the camera, I'm gonna open my suitcases, give you a bit of an insight into some of the products, accessories, tools that we brought, some of the quantities, and I'll go through some of the things that I need to restock, just because obviously some of them were bought for the market. The beauty of having another market so soon afterwards is I don't need to unpack my suitcases, like with the displays and things like that, that can stick. But yeah, let me turn you around. Side note, I have been loving this coconut water recently. I'm saying recently, but yeah, I love coconut water. But so that's what I'm drinking at the moment. And then last time I gave you a drink update, so I felt like just doing it again today. So yeah. Anyway, over to the suitcases. Right, so this is my big suitcase. This is the large one that I took. Double-sided compartment so I can put things in. This is just our sheets, our runners, etc., tablecloths. This is a pillowcase that I just use for this display. I take a pillow with us, and then I put this in a pillowcase just so people can get the look, the touch, the feel. So I'm probably gonna, what I normally do is I wash these and get these ready for the next pop-up, just so they're clean and fresh. There's this one, and somewhere in here there is a white one. Here we go. Oh no, that's not it. Okay, well it's in, oh yeah, here it is. This one we didn't actually use during this pop-up, so this is actually still fresh. So I might even just use this one next time. But yeah, those are the two pillowcases that I bring, and they're samples so people can just have a touch and feel. These are not ones that I sell to people just because I use them every time. So yes, here is a bit of an idea about some of the stuff I bring. This is our mirror that I normally bring, just so people can check themselves out and try on the satin lined cap or caps that we have just before they purchase. This is just the bottom stand for that. So that's our mirror. Come back to this in a minute, and I'll come back to that in a minute. These are satin lined caps. There's some here. These are our beige full caps, and these are our half caps. These are simply samples, so I keep these separate so I can remember which ones are our samples, and I keep them locked in here, just so I know the difference. And then normally what I do is I put these on display, and then I'll give somebody a fresh one once they've had a look and a check out of things. These are our satin scrunchies. There's only 2 bags. When I first took it, there was actually 3 bags of them. So we've got our medium and our XL scrunchies, all of our colours. I think what I need to do is I need to restock some of these scrunchies from me to take. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Excuse me. Don't know why I'm out of breath. Strange. Anyway, so actually this colour, our burgundy colour, was one of the more popular colours. People seem to really love this, and a couple of people have asked me if this is in the XLs. It's not yet. This is a new medium colour that we added, but hopefully something in the future that we can consider. But yeah, I will add to this, and here's our curl bands as well. Every time I do a pop-up, the question that always is oh, can we use this for curly hair? My answer is yes. I use these for deep conditioning. It's great for any wet styles, anything to do with swimming, deep conditioning, even working out. They're great hair bands. Somebody did say, we had a really good conversation actually, about how sometimes we put these on to do a tight bun, and then we'll put a satin scrunchie over the top for the look. So it was quite funny how we both done that, but I just find these quite tight as well. So especially if you wrap it around twice. So yeah, I love them, which is why we sell them. So I always say yes. But if you're afraid of using this for your updos, then stick with the satin scrunchies. You don't have to use these for your updos. I would still recommend that you use this for your deep conditioning and your wet styling. I went swimming the other day, and this is what I used. I wouldn't use these, not because you can never wash them, but also they've got elastic inside it. So the more you wash it, of course, it's a thin amount of elastic. So over time, the scrunchie is going to become looser and looser quickly. And you might see a slight change in the colouring to the fabric, just depending on what you wash with and things like that, and the amount of times you've done it. So I personally would just recommend sticking to these. Save your scrunchies. They're a little bit more money, and normally they're something that you do to dress up, make your hair look cute. So use these for wet styling. And yeah, use your scrunchies for your general updos, bedtimes, night times routines, or your all-arounders really. So I always say that yes, I use both. So that's my personal preference. So in here, we've got some more table decorations. These are just our fax leaves that I put on the table just to give a little bit of pop of colour. We do have the table runner now, which I showed you in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check our last video out, and you'll see our table runner and how I showed it to you guys. But I just like the pop of green with the black, the white, and it's kind of like it's like a gold colour, I guess, our table runner. So I like the differentiating of colours, and you can see that there's a bit of a theme going on, so I try to make sure that things match and they look cute. People seem to like the table decorations. They give compliments about it, which is really kind of people. People normally want to buy these, our pineapples. They're not for sale, but I just do it for table decoration. So people often really love these. So yeah, we also make sure that we bring a good few of our satin pillowcases. I try to bring every colour. This time I bring 6 of each. I think the most popular was the blue this time, so I know that I'm definitely going to have to restock this particular one. I know that somebody bought them, we had an offer going on while we were at our pop-up, so somebody bought 2 while they were there for their boyfriend or partner, one of the 2. And which was really sweet. She said that he'd just started going natural and being really conscious of his hair, so I thought it was really sweet that she bought him 2 pillowcases, really thoughtful. So I definitely have to restock those. And we have our pillowcase box with a pillowcase in it just for display purposes. This is not something that this particular pillow box I would sell to somebody, but obviously the pillowcase inside it is fine. I'd probably just replace the box, just because it's often out in the elements. so I want to make sure someone gets a fresh one. But there's all our boxes here for our pillowcases, so I kind of keep all of that in this side. I try to, when I go to a pop-up, after I've unloaded everything, I try to make sure that this section is like all the stuff that I just need out of the way, like the bags from all carrying all the products, any like of the fax leaves that I'm now no longer using, I'll put it in there, because we only use a couple, I won't use all of them, so I just put them in that side and get them out of my way, just because if it's on this side, I need this side, because I don't put all my products on display. I make sure that I put them underneath, so I only put certain amounts on the table, and then I get them out and give people fresh ones. So I kind of want to make sure that this is my quick grab zone underneath the table for people to utilize, for me to utilize, so I can get other people's stuff. So that's what I do here. Okay, so moving on. Actually, I did say that I was going to come back to this, so let me just explain. So in here, I was going to say this is like my bits and bobs. So basically I have spare things within here, but also things that I need. So here I have my chalkboard pen, I have my whiteboard pen, I have a pair of scissors, I have some double-sided tape, just in case the scrunchie tags come off. And I also have some of the black thread that I use for my satin caps with the tags on the back. I have spare tags in here for my caps, just in case. Battery pack we have in here, wires for charging of things, pen, etc. I think I've got sellotape in here as well. Yeah, this bag is small but mighty, I'm telling you. So these are the things that I just might need to run and grab on the day. You'd be surprised how many of these things actually pop up and that you need. So I just keep this bag with me on the side, so I can grab things. I actually used to keep money in here, but now I have a money bag, so I just keep that with me on the side, just so in case I need anything. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a mess. Let me open it because I can't do it one-handed, and I'll be back. Okay, so honestly, it's not that bad. It's actually better than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. Just have to get up to show you some of this. So in here I have my satin scrunchie rail. Oh, there was extra scrunchies. Oh, I knew I had 3 bags. That shouldn't have been in there, but it's fine, all in one place. When you're packing up to leave a pop-up, you are just trying to get everything in a bag to go. It's been a long day, so by this point I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm ready. So in here we have our chalkboard with our deals. That was our deal of the day. Our socials. I actually want to get this made properly. This thing is broken anyway at the back. I managed to prop it up every time, but I want to get it made nicely, so I'll be changing that soon. Our cap stands, my money pouch in here. This is our card reader. This was our will offer. People really love this in the day time. It got a little bit stuck at different points, so I had to keep on fixing it, but people overall, they loved it. So you spun the wheel and you got a deal. A lot of it's rubbed off now just because it's been sitting in the bag, but people love this. Some signage with our prices on there. My table clips, just in case things get a little bit windy and I need to hold down the tablecloths. And the back there I have my scrunchy pegboard. This was broken, as in like the stand bit was broken. I fixed it, it worked perfectly, so I didn't have to buy a new one, so I'm really thankful for that. Thank God for that. This over here just has some of our small chalkboard stands. It's really funny because I didn't really overly use these. I used 2, there's loads more in there, and I just use it to explain that people only have 1 spin per customer, just because you need to make that very clear, and it's only for full priced items, just because I didn't want people to think that it could be off everything when some things were already discounted already. So I can't give a discount on a discount because then I won't make any profit. So that was one of the signs for that. I'll give you a bit of a look. You can all see it's from Amazon, so these like small signs there. So satin pillowcases. I didn't actually use this one, so it's a really bad example, but you get the point. That's what they look like. And we also had one, do you know what, later in the day I started to realise I wear the satin cap when I am doing my pop-up, just so people have a bit of an idea of what it looks like, especially the half cap, because people are normally really interested in this because it's very different to other caps that you've seen before. But as I was putting this up, I realised that I wanted people to realise that it was satin lined, because some people were like, oh, it's satin lined, after I explained. So I actually wrote on one of the boards over there, this one, oh, fill the satin, or whatever I put. I can't actually remember. What did I put? Ah, do you know what? Doing this one-handed is not easy. Let's see if I can find it. That's not it. Maybe it's this one. Okay, so here's one. So I'm going to use one for a customer, and this is. Do you know what? You can tell the handwriting is so botched because I was trying to do this in a rush. So I just said fill our satin lining, just so it gave people a bit of an opportunity to notice that there was something different about it. So I put that next to it. Actually, it worked. People were touching it. They were like, oh, it's satin lined, and it created a conversation, because normally what happens is I explain it when people come over to the table, but actually using this sign, it allowed people to recognise it and take interest without me having to without me having to explain initially, and then I would explain more afterwards. So I'm definitely going to do that again. So that's this suitcase. Let me put this all away, and then I'll get out the other suitcase. I shall be back. Right, so this is our next suitcase. I'd say this is more of a medium size. This is where we keep all of our satin hoodies. This one is out just because I normally put this one on display. But yeah, so we have different sizes. I have small, oh, sorry guys, extra small, small, medium, and large and extra large. Oh, do I just have? Oh, maybe I think it's just small, medium, large, extra large, not extra small. I don't have that. So yeah, just those four at the moment. And we had this on display. People definitely love seeing it. Oh gosh, if you see any of these bits, it's because of that material that was hanging up. It just went everywhere. Gosh, but yeah. Anyway, so this is where we keep our satin hoodie. So over here in this section, I actually have our small bags here, and where's the big bags actually? Now I'm just thinking, must be in the big suitcase, and I must not have noticed it. But yeah, either way, the small bags are in here, and then that section just has our leaflets in it, where we've got some more things for them to take away, our customers to take away. So that's what this suitcase holds. And then just moving on to the final penultimate. This is actually a JD bag, but I just use it because it's easy to carry things in. This just has all of our Miss Spray bottles and our Miss Spray bottle stand. This thing I love until it's windy, because the bottles are just flying all over the place. So I've got to try and find something that works better, but this just has all of our Miss Spray bottles in. This one, I think we bought 9. Yeah, and actually we only sold 1, which is quite unusual. Normally this is really popular and we sell a load more of these, so that was quite unusual. But someone did point out that the Afro hair show was on, and I would just wonder if maybe a lot of people with curly hair had gone to that show this year, whereas I think it was different last year. I don't think it was on the same day, but normally these are really popular and normally these sell out. The satin caps are always the most popular, I'd say, along with these, and the scrunchies. Varies, I guess, but I was quite surprised that we didn't sell more of these, because people do love these. But that's fine. Every day is different, every market is different, it's never going to be the same, so that's just what we keep with that. Alongside with all of this stuff, I do take a packed lunch with me, just because try to keep expense down. Like I said, economy. I do have my hangers where I hang my hoodies up. So that's just a bit of an insight into some of the things that we brought and some of the things I need to restock. So let me flip this back round to talk to you guys. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed looking into a little bit about what we bring to our pop-ups and how we set them up. especially you can see in the video. I'm looking forward to our pop-up this Saturday, which I think is that the 8th of June. I think it's the 8th of June. And that will be in Greenwich, at the old Naval College. So yeah, we done that pop-up last year, looking forward to it. Thankfully I have a lot of stuff packed, so I don't have to worry about it. Just a couple of things I need to add to it, a couple of things to get washed. I normally take about a similar amount of stuff, every market's different. I'd rather have too much than not enough. But yeah, there's a couple of things I know that I need to restock on, especially the burgundy scrunchies. I think we only ended up having like one of those left, and I think I bought like 6. So those really went well. I know last time there was one time where we bought loads of black scrunchies and they went. So it's just, you can never tell what people are going to be into that day. So yeah, I know that I need to restock on a couple of items, which I will do that. I know the volume maybe doesn't sound like it's loads for each item, but when you're doing a pop-up you can't carry loads of things, and also you just never know the amount of people who are going to come to a pop-up in the day. So I feel like that's a fair amount, especially because we bring loads of different things. So if you think about it, 6 of each colour equates to quite a bit, so I'm not really worried about that. And as for the mist spray balls, I think we'll just leave as it is. I feel like 8 will be enough, and I might just add a couple of pillowcases and caps, especially the black half caps are really popular. So I'll be adding a couple of those, but for the most part things are all ticked off. And in other news, just so you guys all know, we've been doing some polls over on our Instagram, and we've been asking a couple of you about different colour ideas for our satin lined caps. You can see them here. Put some pictures. And people were giving us some ideas of different colours they would like. It seems to be like quite earthy tones. People like the khaki, people like the green. So I think that's what we're probably going to go with. But I would really appreciate it if you leave in the comments down below what kind of colours you would like to see. And even other accessories, just because we base our accessories on what you guys want. If it's not what you want, then it kind of defeats the purpose. We're here to cater to you. Of course, I'm a curly girl. So I try to incorporate some of the things I know I love, but it's not just about me. This is a you know, a family for you guys. We want to cater to you and what you want. So yeah, please leave down in the comments below what kind of colours you would like to see for our next satin line caps. I will be attempting to place those orders in a few weeks' time. Admittedly, it's likely that maybe these won't launch maybe now until next year, just because I wonder if by the time they've got here, I'm going to want to get samples, want to make sure the colour looks right, and doing all of that does take time. So I don't think they're going to launch now probably until next year, spring, which I know feels like a really long time, but I like to quality assure things. I don't just want to get something and just go along with it. So I will be doing sample checks and things like that, see if it's the right fit. So yeah, please leave a comment down below. Please follow us on our Instagram as well. We do different polls and we do ask your opinion. So if you want to be a part of that and you want to be a part of it early, make sure you head over to there to be updated on our next pop-up shops. Sign up to our mailing list. If any of you guys want to shop any of our accessories, please head over to our website. If you sign up to our mailing list, you will get 10% off your first shop. So please do that. There's a fun little hair quiz on the website, so you can do that. Head over there and feel free to shop our satin line accessories, tools, apparel. So yeah, thanks for watching. What I am going to do, depending on how long this video is, I may add in just a random bit about my wash day routine, just because I had done it and it feels really short, so I'm not sure if I'm going to add it separately or into this. Okay, so thank you for watching our YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell so you'll be alerted every time that we post a new video. We do put up shorts as well, so stay tuned to that. And we also, in our community page, do put up posts about pop-up shops and things like that, and just random other things on occasion, any offers and deals. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, have a great and blessed day and week, whatever time you are watching this, and I will speak to you soon. Bye, curlies. So basically, in our last vlog, we've rewind. So in our last vlog, the chat, give you a bit